Maybe not at this altitude. Anyhow, lean up like this. All right, so ready to start it? Let's start filming now. Peace and salute. All right, so to recap, I just filmed the Istanbul video, and it took me, the video was like 22 minutes, but I figured I could retell the story in a much shorter time. So this is a recap of my trip to Istanbul. I traveled from Saudi Arabia to Istanbul, and when I got there, I rented a car, and the car didn't have any gas in it, less than a quarter of a tank, and I had to drive for 33 minutes. That was a great distance, and I think I needed more gas than that. I almost ran out of gas before I made it to my destination. So I rented a car. The car didn't have a lot of gas in it. I rented a navigation system along with the car. The navigation system was not hooked up to a network, therefore I could not navigate. I had no idea where I was going based upon the navigation system. Wasn't connected to the network. The battery was draining, but I didn't have to worry about that because I had a cord that I could insert into the cigarette lighter on the car. The cigarette lighter on the car didn't work, so I couldn't do that. I was riding around with a passenger, a woman I met at the information desk at the airport. She was the friend of the information desk attendant, and initially he suggested that we ride public transportation together because we were headed in the same direction. But I got the brilliant idea, I don't want to take public transportation, I'm going to rent a car. And I said she could ride with me, just help navigate. She was no good at navigation because she was so used to traveling through or traveling by public transportation. She had no idea, how to help me navigate. She sat in the back seat, and that was a weird experience because it was like driving Miss Daisy, which I didn't, care for, but it was, all part of the adventure. So that is my story about about renting a car in Istanbul, and those are the challenges I face. Outside of those difficulties, I had a great time in Istanbul. I saw, the Blue Mosque, Hagia Sophia, and yeah, I made the most of it. It was a 3-day trip, and 3 days was enough to see many of the sites in Istanbul. And let's see, I flew in from Saudi Arabia on Saudia Airlines, arriving at Ataturk Airport. And my trip was, there was sort of a sweet spot. Thank God, when I traveled, I did not travel in, I think it was July of 2016. There was a terrorist attack at the airport. And then just 7 days after I left Istanbul, there was another terrorist attack at a nightclub. So my trip was a sweet spot right in the middle where nothing happened, during that time, thank God. That was my trip to Istanbul. That's the recap in 3 minutes, under 4 minutes at this point, so peace.